Hello everybody, my name is Cutline39. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one I'll be doing another deck profile video, and in this one I'll be doing an updated deck profile on Bystial Synchro. Yes, I've already made a video on this once before, but I decided to do an updated deck profile because, well, the first one's actually been blowing up a lot, especially since after the Banlist has just got released, and two, the Banlist just got released, and I feel like in this new meta, Bystial Synchro could be one of those top decks in the format. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the deck profile. So we're going to start off with the first 10 card here, which is just going second card. So this deck has the opportunity of just playing 10 going second cards in a 40 card list, which I think is very good. Now the only problem with that is I don't know which 10 cards we need to play. Again, the new format, it's just happening. We don't know what's going to be the new best deck in the format. So these can be whatever you want it to be. I still feel like Droll could be one of those top cards in the next format. Just because, I don't know, Math Mech still exists. Like, even though Circular is at 1, they're just going to have to search Circular now, which does really die hard to Droll. Gamma's at 1, so you don't really need to worry about playing around Gamma anymore either. Nib is still an insane card, I think, especially after the cash hits, because it really depends on what cash wants to do with their end boards, but I feel like their end boards are now going to be playing more into Nib so they can end on more stuff, so Nib could be an insane value as well. Effect Veiler is just Effect Veiler. It's also a light, which helps you play into the Bystials. Ghost Boner Moonlit Chill is just another Veiler that can play into a Shifter if something like Cash. And Divine Incarnate is, well, Divine Incarnate is one of the best going second cards in the game. So we just have 10 slots for going second cards. When I was playing this before the list, I was playing like 3 Droll, 3 Gamma, and the Driver, obviously, and then 3 other whatever going second cards you want to play. But obviously Gamma is limited, so you don't really want to do that anymore. So we have just 10 slots for going second cards. So this could be whatever you want it to be. Now on to the main engine cards. I'm playing 3 Magnemite, 3 Druis, and 1 Lubellion. I am playing a total of 7 Bystials in the deck. Maybe you want to like cut a Druis Word down, play like a Sorneer in there. I think this is fine. Maybe you want to play more Lubellion. The reason why I'm not playing more Lubellion is because I don't have more Lubellion in paper. The one I have is technically not even mine. That is a friend's of mine, so I'm not going to try my luck. So we're just playing this at 1. You could search this off Chaos Space, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I would like to have more copies of Lubellion in here. Maybe you cut Druis Word down to 2, put the Sorneer in, but I think 7 is a good enough ratio, especially in a 40 card deck where you're not seeing too much of it, but you're still seeing some of it in your combos. Magnemite obviously is one of the best Bystials in the game. Depending on the next format and how that goes, Bystials can even be a hand trap that could do something. You know, Branded can still be one of the top decks in the format. Bystials do hit that. Math Mech, again, Circular is fine at 1. They have a shit ton of ways to search it. Bystials hit the trap card Super Factorial pretty well as well. So we're just playing 7 Bystials here. 3 Cyber's Gadget. This is a new addition to the deck compared to the last time I made a deck profile on this. Very insane card. It's just a level 4 light, which helps you make something like a Chaos Angel if you have a Bystial on the field. When it's sent to the graveyard, summons a level 2 token. It's a 1 card Spring, which can send Necro to the graveyard, which again helps the Bystials get turned online. But if you have something like a Bike in graveyard, it can special summon a level 2 tuner back, and that's a free Synchro 6 to get you into some plays as well. This card does do a lot, and it does get a little bit better once the new Battle Legend Monster Revenge comes out, once we get a new level 2 tuner that can special itself out, because that's kind of the problem with the deck right now, is all the level 2 tuners can't really special themselves out onto the field. Technically Apple Dragon can, but we're not making enough non-effect monsters for us to do so. But it's still a decent option for us to be playing right now, and it just gets better once new cards come out in the future. Very good card, would not cut. It's also level 4, which comes out for other plays as well. 3 Apple Dragon. Again, Apple Dragon is absolutely insane in this deck. It's a level 2 tuner in the graveyard. If you already synchro summon that turn, you can banish it, summon a worm token that can be treated as a tuner or non-tuner, which is a level 2. Very much one of the best cards in the deck. Very good to be playing in this deck. We're playing 2 Sharanubi Necro. Cut this down to 2, maybe even 1 if I could. 1, it's dumpable off Spright, which the Cyber's Gadget line gets you to. It's only good if you have the Bystials to go a pair alongside of it, so maybe you cut this down to 1. I would perfectly be fine with that, but I'm just playing to just we see level 2 tuners in the hand, because sometimes you see way too many non-tuners in your hand you wish you saw a tuner, so I'm kind of trying to evening out by playing multiple tuners in the deck, and that's why we're playing 2 Shiranui Necro, but it's a very good card to play. Now onto the Super Heavy Samurai engine. We're playing 3 Motorbike, 3 Prodigy, 1 Coral, and 1 Benki. So we're playing, obviously 3 Bike not only is a level 2 tuner, but it can search out any Super Heavy Samurai in the deck, usually searching out Super Heavy Samurai Wakashi. Wakashi, very insane card. It's a free body, which gets you a free search of a card as well, with the Benki searching the Soul Gaia booster. Very good. It's a level 4 tuner as well. It happens to be a dark, so it ends up being banished. You can just special back off of something like Despotter. Very, very good card for the deck, and it also helps you get the Pendulum Scales and turn on Bystials if you have no light or darks in the graveyard as well. We are playing the General Coral, 1, because I hate drawing Big Benki, because if you draw the 1 of Big Benki, all of a sudden your Super Heavy, the Wakashi line is turned off. So I want to play another scale. I don't want to play a second Big Benki because we're not playing multiple search targets for it. We're just playing the 1 Soul Gaia booster. So we're playing General Coral instead. It's just another scale. If you draw the Big Benki, you can go Wakashi, place the General Coral, then activate Big Benki. The Big Benki is the low scale. General Coral, the high scale, you now can Pendulum Summon, and it turns Wakashi into another card you can Pendulum Summon. I've been really liking it. Obviously, it's worse to draw than Benki, but it's perfectly fine. I think is a perfectly fine card to be playing in this deck. And obviously, Soul Gaia booster being your search target off Big Benki. Basically, if you have the Wakashi on field, this is either Synchro 8 line or a rank 4 access for you. It's a very good way. We're not using the Super Heavy Samurai to do 1 card combo, so the Scareclaw or the Scarecrow Link 1 being banned does not hurt this deck whatsoever, since we're just using it for other purposes in the deck. So just using this as a Synchro 8 or maybe even Synchro 10 if you get the Motorbike into graveyard is also very, very good. So that is it for the Super Heavy Samurai package. We are playing 1 black and 1 white Dragon Wyvern Bursted plus 3 Chaos Base. Again, this is a very good engine. Obviously, it's a level 4 that can special summon itself out, plus any level 2 tuners can get you into your Synchro 6 engine, which is very, very good. Having the Chaos Base in graveyard makes it where you can draw a card off of this as well. Chaos Base ain't even that bad in this deck because it doesn't even turn off the Super Heavy Samurai, since it can banish itself from the graveyard as well. So very, very good engines that we have here. And of course, the 1 Etude as our last card in the deck. It's not only a Macrocosmos if you have a Bystial on the field, so either the Magma or Druis or Lebellion or Despotter as well, but it's a quick effect Synchro as well, which helps us make like Chaos Angel during our opponent's turn as well. Very, very good card. Would not cut it whatsoever. It does come up a lot in this deck. So that was the 40 card deck here. Now onto the extra deck. We are playing 1 Muddy Mud Dragon plus the Albion and Dragoon. So basically, if you draw, the Cyber Gadget with, let's say you have Apple Dragon, you go Cyber Gadget, special summon Apple Dragon from graveyard, go into a Muddy Mud Dragon. The Cyber Gadget gets you a token. Then we can go Muddy Mud Dragon, effect fuse into Albion, then Albion effect banishing the Muddy Mud Dragon, and then whatever dragon in the graveyard or in hand as well to get you into your Dragoon play. You have the Apple Dragon, another level 2 tuner. Albion's a level 8, which makes it that any level 2 tuner gets you into a level 10 play, which then gets Albion to graveyard. Albion can get you a Tude into rotation as well. Very, very good engine. I'm actually surprised how much this actually comes up for the deck. Sometimes people just don't have an out to Dragoon either. They're not expecting Dragoon to be popping up in this format. Like against Runic, this is just like, what is Runic going to do against Dragoon, right? Like every card targets in their deck. So Dragoon is very insane for that. Coral Dragon, again, it's just a good way if you go like Cyber's Gadget into a level 2 tuner, like let's say you have Motorbike, go into your Synchro 6, make a Coral, get the token onto the field. That gets you into an 8-play. Coral Dragon gets you a draw, and you get the Excel, which can get you a level 2 backing, make us free Synchro 10. But Coral Dragon is also a going second card. You can discard a card, target another card on field, destroy it. So it's also just acts as going first and going second material. It's a dragon, so you can make seals off of it as well if you really want to. Now onto the Synchro 8. We're playing Excel. Obviously, if we're having the level 2 tuners in graveyard, this is just a quick way to make your Synchro 10 in the deck. Obviously, it's fine. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, not only is it like a time win card, which I thought would be insane, but it's also just like, if they don't have an Omni Negate, you're just like wiping their field for free, which is absolutely insane, and you're burning them for it. This card has come up as just a Regeki a lot more times than I thought it was. Not only is it just the time win card that you want, it's just also just a wipe the field kind of card as well. Very much has fallen in love with this card in the past month or so. Omega is very, very good. Just to cycle level 10s back into the extra deck is very good. Get your banished cards back, and just a hand loop. You have the spotter, so you can hand loop with Omega if you really want to as well. It's just a very good card that does come up. And so, but that's the only level 8s we're playing, because those were really the only good level 8s left in the game. Maybe you can play Berserker of the Tenyu is the only other level 8 you can think of playing in this deck. But besides those are really the only level 8s left in the game that you can make. But I mean, like Grandmaster you can make, but you need a worm to make that, which technically isn't impossible. You have Apple Dragon to make. But yeah, those are the level 8s we are playing. Now into level 10 synchros we're playing. We're playing Chaos Angel, obviously. We're playing a light and dark deck. I mean, we can make this unaffected and can't be destroyed by battle. It's just an asshole sometimes. It's just an asshole. Like, yes, it can be outed by spell traps, but sometimes just summoning the Chaos Facial, especially if you're summoning it during your opponent's turn with a tube, getting that free banish of a card as well is very insane. This card, very good card, I would say, in this deck. Bystial Synchro. Oh my god, this card is fucking insane. So good. It's like the best card in this deck. Not only is it a negate, it's also an OTK tool. It brings back whatever card in the banished area, as long as it's light or dark. It's a very insane card. It can get back face down banishes as well. So if your opponent, let's say you're versing Cash, they activate a monster effect, you have a face down banish you want to shuffle back into the deck, it can do that. It's a very insane card. One of the best cards in the entire deck, bar none. This card is the best extra deck card. This is the reason why you want to play this deck. It's because Despotter is fucking insane in this deck. But yeah, nothing really else to say. It's a 3500 as well. Why is it a 3500? No idea. It is just a 3500. Very insane card for this deck. And obviously, Baron de Fleur. It's a negate. It can special summon cards back in the standby phase. It's a good level 10. Would not cut it whatsoever. Now on to the Link monsters themselves. We're playing one Striker Dragon. Obviously, we just need to play this just in case in a pinch we need to get Apple Dragon into the graveyard, or get, you know, one of the white or dark dragons into the graveyard as well. It just comes up enough where you do need to play a Link 1 for this. There has been times where I want to cut this card, but it does come up enough where you do want to play just the one Striker Dragon. One Lingeribo. So the Lingeribo and the Spright. This is just a Cyber Skagit line. So if you just draw the Cyber Skagit in like maybe too many Bystials, you can go normal Cyber Skagit, go into a Lingeribo, summon the token. The token's level 2. Make that into a Sprint. Into the trap lineups like Labyrinth, if you just normal Gadget, go into Lingeribo, all of a sudden one of their traps are now turned off thanks to that. So that's also a play you can be playing with that as well. Heretic Seals of Heavenly Spheres is an insane card. It can attribute itself to return one face-up card from the field back to the hand, and then gets a special summon a dragon from the deck, which is very good, especially if you have a 2. It can help get you into synchro plays during your opponent's turn as well. This card is very insane. Spright, again, is just one of those things that can dump a level 2, so you're either dumping Necro or Apple. Depends on the situation, but Spright does come up enough where you do want to be playing it. We've already went through the fusion package, and then of course we're playing Baguska. I mean, you do have ways to special level 4s onto the field. You have the super heavy samurai line, which can do it. Drawing like a gadget plus like the black or white dragon also does it as well. There's just ways it does come up. So you like against the Cash matchup, sometimes you have to play through a shifter, and sometimes you can't. So you have to make a 41 Baguska, the Taily Tire Tap here. It comes up. It's a very good card. You can make it in the deck. That's why it's the 15th card in the extra deck. Side deck, this can be whatever you want. The cards I would recommend playing is Sage de Fleur. Not only is this a going second card to pop cards on the field, it's also a level 8 dark monster. So any level 2 gets you into a 10. If it's specifically Apple Dragon, that also gets you into a Chaos Angel during your turn as well. It's a very good card. We're not playing the brick to add a level 1 plant. We're not playing that. I think this is just fine by itself. Skill Drain, Oh my god, this is a absolutely insane going first tool, just because the Bystials don't really care for, they're just 25 beat sticks. If you have Despotter or Chaos Angel, just 3500s you have to beat over. Skill Drain is an absolutely insane card to side deck. So without further ado, that's enough for the deck. I've been going through the deck for a while now. Now let's get into the combos. Now on to the combo portion of the video itself here. So this is just to show you what the deck can do. So we're not going to be versing any hand traps or anything, just to show you what the deck can do. So we drew all right hand. It's not the best hand in the world, but it's not the worst either. So we're going to start off with the motorbike. Go ahead and search Wakashi from the deck here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and normal summon the Cyber's Gadget effect to summon out the motorbike from the graveyard here. We'll go Synchro 6, ignore that declare, I don't know why I did that. We'll go ahead and make Coral Dragon. We'll go ahead and do Gadget effect to summon out a token. And then we'll go ahead and Synchro into Excel. We'll go Excel Chainlink 1, Coral Chainlink 2 here. We'll draw a card. That's an insane draw. But, okay, so we'll summon out the bike here. Now, we didn't make the mud play because we just didn't have a dragon in rotation at that point. Obviously, we now have a dragon, but that was thanks to Coral Dragon. And now we'll go ahead. At this point, if they have nib, they should nib here because this was past 5 summons, and they want you to prevent you from getting to Baron to negate their nib. But also, it's one of those things, if they don't nib, they either have nib plus another hand trap like Imperm Veiler or Gamma, which you just die to anyways, or they don't have nib whatsoever. And so in this case, we're going to make Despotter here instead. So we have this Magnemite, and I don't know exactly what to do with it because I want to do the Wakashi line here right now, but I kind of want to get the Chaos Space. Oh, we can do this. Okay, so we go Chaos Space, pitching the Magnemite to go ahead and search White Dragon Wyvern Burster from the deck here. It does turn off the Wakashi for a little bit, but it's fine. We're going to get it out of the graveyard. We'll special White, banishing the Magnemite, and then we'll go ahead and do Despotter effect here. We can special back the Magnemite from the banished area. We'll trigger the effect to search in end phase. We'll go ahead and don't trigger that. We're linking first into Striker Dragon to go ahead and search Black Dragon Collapse Serpent from the deck off White Dragon Wyvern Burster. Then we'll special summon the black, banishing the white. Then we go Chaos Space, banish, bottom deck the White Dragon Wyvern Burster, and draw a card. Etude. Not the worst in the world. Have we normaled? Yeah, we normaled Gadget, right? Now we can go our Wakashi line. Now we have the spell out of the graveyard. Go Wakashi, place the Big Ben key into the spell trap zone. Search, go ahead and search the one of Brick, the Soul Gaia booster. Now we have multiple ways of doing this. Let's see, we can go this and this to make... Yeah, so we can go this and move this. Oh, shit, move, sorry. Move this to make a Baron de Fleur. But we want the light. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? We have multiple ways we can do this. We probably keep this for follow-up. This is probably fine. We can go here into seals. There's probably multiple options we can do with that. This hand, we can go black, search the white from deck here. And now we have a lot. We do have a lot now. So we can go into another Synchro 6 into Muddy Mud Dragon, but the problem with Muddy is we don't have a light target. We technically have seals. But I think we just ended on that, to be honest with you. We just set Etude, and we pass on that. We resolve Magma effect in end phase to go ahead and search the Druid Worm from deck. And that's our end board. So not only do we have the Despotter to negate a card, or negate a monster effect if they have a banish, but we can also destroy it since we have the Chaos Space in the graveyard. Seals can return a card, so we can, let's just say, hypothetically, Seals effect return. Effect, I would summon out probably Apple Dragon is fine here. Then we have the Baron to negate. We have Etude, which is a macro since we have the Spotter on the field. We have Druid Worm, which can banish the Magnemite, which gets us follow-up on our opponent's turn, or back on our turn. Then we have a 2/2 Synchro summon using Druid Worm and Apple Dragon to go ahead. We'll probably make Omega here, which is probably fine. Druid's Form effect triggers to get rid of a special summon monster on their turn. Omega can hand loop a card on the field as well. And then we have Droll in hand. It's just a hand trap that we happen to draw. And then we have, other cards in hand that we can work with during our turn as well. So overall, it was a decent end board. It also really depended on that draw as well. Magnemite did a lot for us in that draw off of a Coral Dragon. But yeah, that was the one combo though with Cyber's Gadget. Now on to a different combo for the deck. Now on to a different combo itself here. So this is a combo that does not involve Cyber's Gadget itself from getting you advantage. So we drew a Bystial in Bystial Druid Swarm. So let's do our play. So obviously we drew another Super Heavy Samurai. We'll do a combo without the supers. So we'll go Motorbike effect. Go ahead and search out our Wakashi from deck here. We'll go ahead and activate Wakashi, obviously. We'll go effect to place into the Pendulum Zone, the Big Benki. We'll go Big Benki effect to go ahead and search the Soul Gaia Booster. And then we'll go ahead and do Soul Gaia Booster to special itself out, equipping, obviously. Then we'll normal summon the Necro, and now we have some plays going on here. We can go into a Synchro 6. If we really want to, we can also make... Oh, we can't make a Synchro 10 here, but we can. So we'll go Synchro 6 here. Go ahead. Technically, Muddy is alive right now. Just depends on how I want to do this. Go Mud. We can go Mud. Somewhat have to think here. We can go Druid, banish the Necro. Get that back. That's not the worst idea I've seen. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. We'll go Druid. Oh, okay. It does. Oh, it's fine. We'll banish the Necro. Do Necro effect. Special itself to the field here. And then we have Druid and the Wakashi to go ahead and make ourselves a Synchro 10. Again, if they have Nib, they would have nibbed. They would have nibbed earlier. It's always what I'm putting them on. So I'm going to put Despotter here. We drew white, so we go white, banishing the Druid Swarm here. And now we can go effect to Fusion Summon. Now that we have the light target, use this and this, make the Albion. We'll go Albion Chainlink 1, white Chainlink 2. So we'll go ahead and search Black Dragon Collapse Serpent here. And then we'll go ahead and banish the Mud and white. Unfortunately it has to be the white. We'll go ahead and special out Dragoon from the deck. And now we have a Synchro 10 play here, so this will get banished. And then this will go to the grave to make ourselves a Baron de Fleur. And now we're getting a Tude as follow-up. So Despotter can bring back one of these guys. But the problem is now we don't have a light in graveyard for black to summon. But I had to banish the white or black, so I was going to lose it no matter what. So that's our end board most likely. I can maybe bring back Druid. Yeah, I'd probably bring back Druid just for the fuck's sakes. Why not? Let's do it. And then we'd pretty see the end phase. Albion effect would trigger, and then this would place our Etude into the spell trap zone. Off of that, I mean, that's still not a bad board. They have a Baron to negate, you have a Dragoon to negate, you have a Despotter to pop or negate depending on what they do. You have a Tude as a banish, as a macro, especially you have Druid on the field. It's just one of those things we couldn't take advantage of getting another tuner onto the field there. So yeah, that is another combo. Now let's show you a combo where I don't draw any of the super heavy Samurai combo. Alrighty, now a combo that does not involve the super heavy Samurai engine itself here. So we're going to stand by main phase. We'll go ahead and activate the Chaos Space, pitching Apple Dragon. We should probably do this second, actually. We probably should lead with Lebellion there. Instead, we'll go ahead and search. So we have to search black since we dumped white. There it is. Go ahead, do that. And then we'll go Lebellion. I think you always lead Lebellion first there. We'll go ahead and summon or get Magnemite from the deck off Lebellion here. Then we'll go ahead and normal summon the Cyber's Gadget effect, summon out the Apple Dragon from deck, or from graveyard, sorry. We'll go ahead and make a Synchro 6, go ahead and make ourselves Muddy Mud Dragon. Gadget effect trigger, specialing out the light token, so we'll go ahead and trigger Muddy Mud Dragon using the token and Muddy Mud Dragon to make Albion. And then trigger Albion effect, banishing the Muddy Mud Dragon, and the Lebellion is probably fine. Unfortunately, we have to banish it, but it's probably fine. Go ahead and summon out the Dragoon. Alrighty, now we have Apple Dragon. We'll go ahead and banish it to special summon a level 2 token. And then this will get us into our Despotter here. Alrighty, now we still have some options here. So we'll go ahead and do I want Lubellion back in the deck? That is the real question. Probably. Let's lead with that first. No, we don't. We lead with this first. Banishing the gadgets just so we cycle out. We'll link off into the Striker Dragon here. And then black will go ahead and search out the White Dragon Wyvern Burster, wherever that is going to be. There it is. We'll go ahead and do White Dragon Wyvern Burster, banishing the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Then we'll go effective Chaos Based. I probably want Lubellion back in rotation, so we're going to do that instead and draw. Draw! That's a terrible draw. Fuck, I was going to have that in the end phase anyways. That's a terrible draw, but it is probably fine. We'll go ahead, use these two. Actually, no, we don't need to do this. So we can go Magnema Effect first, since we're not using the Albion anyways. Then use Magnema Effect. We'll go Link 2, make seals off this. And now we go set 1, and now we have multiple options. Magnema will search in the end phase. We'll go ahead and search Druis Worm. And now we have multiple options. So now you have the Despotter, which didn't even special summon back, by the way. I didn't even special off. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't even special back. Didn't really need to. So now we have multiple plays. So we can either go Seals Effect to bring back like Magnema and search during our opponent's end phase. We have Druis Worm. So the reason why I like this is because this now with Etude can make Chaos Angel on our opponent's turn. And then we get Chaos Angel 1, Druis Worm 2. That does a lot. We still have the Dragoon Negate. Again, does a lot on this field. So yeah, that is it for the entire combos. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. It was a kind of a longer video for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.